Hey guys, welcome to Truth Talks TV. Today we're talking about makeup and beauty, and we have special guest Faith Whiteside. She's a local makeup artist or makeup enthusiast in the DMV. We're so excited to have her. She's going to be giving us some tips, some things that she does concerning makeup, and we're going to talk about what makes a person beautiful. Is makeup an enhancer or does it really change you? Join us for this episode of Makeup and Beauty with special guest Faith Whiteside.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Truth Talks TV. Today we have a very special guest with us.
Yes, we have Faith Whiteside. She is MUA. As you can see, she beat my face.
She definitely
She
did.
beat my face, and I'm so excited. So, Faith, how are you? Tell us a little about yourself.
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I am a makeup artist in the DMV area. I have been, doing makeup for a little while. And I really...
What's a little while?
A little while.
A little while.
I have been doing my own makeup for 10 years.
Wow.
And for the last few years, I've been taking clients and everything like that. So I also am an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
So I go live often on my social medias and post videos to TikTok and everything. And I review different makeup brands and everything. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
So, when you say influencer, what do you mean? Because I'm used to hearing MUA, makeup artist, so
Right.
MUE, that's a little new. What's
Yes,
that?
MUE, baby, is a makeup enthusiast. Okay, and I am a makeup enthusiast. I love makeup. I love the putting it on, every aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. So I've taught myself, through YouTube and, every outlet that I could
Absolutely.
use to learn from, classes, everything like that. So, and for me, influencing is about bringing a positive, spin to the beauty community because, believe it or not, there can be a lot of drama there. So
Mhm.
I like to bring, the beauty back to the beauty community.
Yes.
So speaking of beauty, what are your thoughts on beauty? Because let's say, for example, a wife goes to bed at night and she puts on makeup, and then she wake up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock before her man wake up, and it's like, oh, I don't want him to see me natural. So what are your thoughts on that?
Right. See, for me, baby, I ain't doing all that.
Baby.
We're not putting too much work
Baby.
into it. We're not doing that. So I've really dealt with confronting what beauty is for me for a long time.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I had really, really bad acne, and it traveled into my adult years too. I had adult acne as well. I started seeing a dermatologist and everything recently. So I have really battled. I took the time out in my teen years to fall in love with myself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Love that.
And so I really thought that was important before I started my makeup journey because I always loved it, but I was like, I didn't want to put it on, and every time I got to the point where I would wear makeup and I felt more comfortable in it than I did out of it, I was like, you need a break.
Yes,
That's
You know
I
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
That's
I like
wise.
that, and that's a real thing for people.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm not really a makeup person. One, because I'm lazy. Like,
I think that's my
don't-
story,
I don't
too.
feel like getting up early, and then I know you do a lot of videos, and it take you 2-3 hours. And
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know, my arms be tired and stuff. So I would rather have someone to do my makeup for me.
Right.
But I understand the distinct difference between a natural look. Makeup. A lot of women feel better when they have makeup. They don't leave the house without makeup.
Wow.
So what would you say to that person, like that woman who's watching and she depends on makeup to feel beautiful?
Yeah. For me, I would say therapy is
Wow.
important.
Listen.
If you need
That's
to
okay.
go to therapy,
That's another show. That's
Listen,
another show.
okay.
That's another show.
if you need to go there with it, go there with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But really take the time to evaluate what you consider your standard to be.
good.
What is the standard of makeup for you?
Yes.
Do
That's
you
good.
consider it what's on social media? Because that's manipulated.
Wow.
9
You know,
times out of 10,
that
it's
social
heavily
media will have
manipulated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Social media will really have have somebody feeling low, especially if you don't have anybody affirming you. Like for me, my dad, God, he was the best dad ever. And he always affirmed me and my sister. And since we were little, he always told us we were beautiful, whether we had on makeup or not. And so even growing in life is like, because I had that affirmation, I don't feel like I need makeup, but I know that it helps. Especially when you're on camera, doing stage plays, or just in general, you know, you're going out for a nice time. I think that every woman deserves to have an enhancement.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. It's about why. The why. For me,
why,
it's passion.
the why.
Yeah, it's the why. It's passion for me. I love it. I love the artistry of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think going about makeup the way that I did helped me to fall in love with the artistry of it versus it being a thing, because I quickly found out, you know, I was always about smooth skin first, you know.
Yes, health.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I was always trying to figure out what are these people doing to make their skin look like that. And then I learned about Photoshop, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Photoshop.
Yeah, got it.
Wow.
Got it.
So that can lead to some catfishing.
It is. It's a lot of catfishing.
That's a little catfish now.
Baby, it's so much catfishing.
Listen, because you can look one way, and then like you send pictures to a love interest, and it's like when they see you in person.
Got a little side eye.
Okay.
Like,
Ask my husband. Let me take this good wig off and this makeup.
But see, that's the thing.
She different.
So that's good. That's good, because do you start off like with your face beat? And when I say beat, I don't mean beat by a man, black eyes, stuff like
we
that.
don't do them
I
kind
mean
of beats.
cute, like not soul in the eye.
Right.
I'm talking about some blush and
Right.
Yes.
I'm talking about some mascara and stuff, not a black eye.
that rouge. I like that.
Just saying. Just saying.
Good.
So that's the thing, though. Like, do you start off a relationship like looking gorgeous, or do you show who you really are, like the natural state of you, so they can decide, okay, I like this side of you, I don't? Because some men like women natural,
right?
You know, and other men really needs the makeup.
Yes, and I would encourage showing off who you are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What is most consistently you? Because if it is just like if you can't do that on a regular basis, the whole makeup and everything, and that's not you on a regular basis.
Don't start it off.
Don't start it off like that.
Yeah.
My husband met me at work, so I ain't had no choice.
Listen.
Tell us about that. So was your face beat at work?
It was not.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
It was not.
Okay.
She was
That's
nice
good.
and pimple filled.
He loved the real you.
Did you say pimple filled?
Pimple filled, all natural.
No.
We didn't even have brows. I was looking like a naked mole rat, child. Yes.
But that's beautiful, though, because he was attracted to the natural side of you. And
Yes.
you didn't have control over the state of your skin. So that's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of men can be superficial and be dependent. Oh, she don't have on makeup. You know, I'm not interested. So I think that I commend him for, you know, selecting you. And you're beautiful anyway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yes. And so speaking of that, so you are a full-time makeup artist.
Yes.
I think you said that. So you came off of your job.
I did.
That's
I did.
what's up. Like, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing when you
Yes.
can do your passion. You know, I don't feel like you should go to work and you're like, another day
another
here.
day.
Baby.
You should love what you do.
Yes.
You should love what you do. And I'm glad that
yes.
you're living your dream.
Yes,
Yes.
I love it. I'm really enjoying it. You know, we all know 2020 was the year, okay? And it allowed us to gain a lot of perspective.
Yes.
And so for me, I gained a lot of perspective, and I saw what I really needed to do. I had been working at a middle school in the front office, and I loved, you know, the interaction with the youth and everything. That was really nice, but it was very also stressful. Like,
Absolutely.
very stressful to the point where anxiety was developing like crazy. I started having stress, and my body started holding stress and making me sick. Exactly.
Stress shows, especially in your face, your body, your posture.
It was so bad. They had a heart monitor. I had a heart monitor on for a season because I started stressing out. I started having heart palpitations just being there. And so it's 2020 allowed me to come home. And before then, I had already been contemplating. I'm like, look, we gonna have to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, but being at home, it just really allowed me to sit there and think about, you know what, let's shift. Let's do something different.
Yeah.
Let me take a leap of faith. That's what your name is.
Yes.
Parents made you that
Yes.
way.
Live up to the name.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I love the fact that you have a passion for what you do. It wasn't, okay, well, you know, yes, you may have had, physical illnesses or feeling anxiety at work, but you were contemplating that prior to.
Yes.
So it's just interesting how everything kind of all came into play. So when you got home and you're like, okay, back to the drawing board.
Right.
How are we going to do this?
Right.
And you went straight to what you knew you were passionate about. Not what you had to do, but what you wanted to do.
Yes.
And so I always wonder, I know, isn't it?
amazing.
I've always wondered
fearless.
when, absolutely. And when I always wonder with makeup artists, when they work on ladies, do you like train yourself to see the natural beauty in people, or do you just pick it up intrinsically because that's who you are?
That's a good question.
You know what?
That's a good question.
I feel like because of the journey that I've had, it affects how I look at people and what I define as beauty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the standard for me is not what's posted on social media or what is given to us, what is branded as beauty.
There it is.
For me,
Branded
it
as
is
beauty.
we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
Right.
And it's about
Absolutely.
showing who we are.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just it's at an elevated place.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing it out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's there.
You bring
It's
out
there.
what's
I
there.
like it. I like
And I
it.
feel like you almost are like a therapist of some sort because, when you're doing makeup and sometimes women are like, oh man, can you fix my lips? And oh man. And you may say, you know what, you have beautiful eyes.
Yes.
You just may have had a long night.
Exactly.
So let me help you
Exactly.
with some of the under eye, and I'm actually glad that we're talking about this because I want to learn some tips on some of the
Yes.
things that you do to
Yes.
enhance the beauty that's already there.
That would
Because
be wonderful.
I
if you could
truly,
share it.
I truly feel that beauty starts from within.
Yes.
does.
And so
Yes.
what's inside is going to show.
Yes.
So if you're a horrible, mean, nasty, then chances are your
Baby,
face
it's
isn't going to
gonna
look,
show.
you're not going to be
Yes.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh,
You're going to
yes.
look very,
Yes.
mean.
Right.
So most beautiful people, even though they may not like certain aspects of themselves, are still beautiful. And I
Yes.
think that's what you do so wonderfully. You enhance what's
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So can you share us some cool tips
Of
on
course.
some things? Let's see, the eyes maybe.
Eyes, yes.
What are some things that, let's say like I said, I had a long night, exhausted, slept
good.
2 hours.
Like studying all
and
night.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Please
Listen,
help
us.
studying.
Help us.
What can I do to get rid of those bags, those dark circles, and just brighten the eyes?
Yes, absolutely. So I would actually start off with the skincare because that's really important. And even with the eyes, there are caffeine eye creams that
Really?
you can use.
Caffeine
yes.
like coffee?
Caffeine.
That's what I was
Hey,
thinking.
hey,
My eyes
please.
drink coffee?
They are boosters. They are boosters. They really help to just really give that plumpness and that you need in a good way. Not the bags, but it helps to just really help with bags. You know what I mean? And get rid of them. So that's a good place to start. And then if you have like dark circles or anything, I would just suggest color correcting. And color correcting can come across very daunting, but all that is taking a product that might be cream based or whatever, and it's orange tone,
Okay.
because that definitely helps with the undertone. The darkness of the bags and everything is a deeper undertone. It's purple, so the thing that counteracts that is orange.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of color
On
theory.
the color wheel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
On
remember
the
those
color
little wheels
wheel.
in school.
Picasso going
Yes.
on.
Picasso.
Yes, just add a little bit of that.
I love it.
And add a little bit of your concealer on top, and that'll get rid of it.
Wow. I think we may need to practice that.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
I'll be feeling
Super
like it,
easy.
but
Wow, well, listen, like you
I'm
said,
lazy.
your arm be hurting. Like I'll be
Just
boop, boop,
saying.
boop, done.
I'm tired, so
Yes,
Faith
yes,
is my
yes.
forever makeup
Yes.
artist. I
Forever.
tell Faith, like, wherever I go, you about to be with me. Like,
Oh,
for
yes,
real.
yes,
I mean that.
yes.
Like,
Thank
you're an
you so
amazing
much.
person. And another thing is, we as women, we got to do better with empowering each other.
We do.
You know, like, if you feel
Yes,
like
we
your
do.
sister has a low self-esteem or don't demonstrate self-love, like you do, you affirm us. Like, while you're doing my makeup, you're like, oh, I love your eyes, I love your lips, Kiki. And it may be something that I'm self-conscious about,
Right.
but that can send me to another mindset of I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. There's
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with my lips. you know?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
beautiful. That is
Yeah,
a wonderful
and the
thing.
Bible says that we are to esteem one another.
Yes.
So I love that. I
Yes.
love how God is so richly planted and connected to what you do.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it. I
Yes.
love it. You help women to see hope. And to
you.
receive hope if they may have been struggling or may have felt like, I'm not really all that. Because I can imagine the mindset of people when they come
Oh,
in your
yeah.
chair, like,
Oh, yeah.
here I am. I hope she make me look like a whole new person, And I always tease and say, make me look different. But
Right.
you're like, no, you're going to look like you. But
Right.
you're going to look like a beautifully
Right.
enhanced version of who
Exactly.
you
Yes.
are.
Exactly.
So I just love that your name is Faith, too.
Thank you.
I love it. It
Yes.
just fits.
Hey,
it just
you gotta
fits.
walk by faith.
Come
Yes.
on.
Slay by
Faith
faith.
walks.
Walk by faith. Talk
Yeah.
by faith. All of that.
All of that.
All of that.
So Faith.
So Faith.
Faith. So tell us where we can find you on social media.
Yes, so on IG, I am, and on TikTok, I am at FaithWalks247. And then on Facebook, I go live on there often. I am Faith Walks, Talks, and Slays. So you can find me there.
She slays. She slays. So thank you so much. We are very excited to have you.
Thank
and
you so
we
much.
just look forward to all that's going on as you are slaying and walking and talking faith and making women look just absolutely gorgeous.
Period.
We thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to supporting you. And we thank you for joining us this episode. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.